is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we're going to be talking about some controversy because that's all everyone cares about. Controversy. If you're not this close to the camera and screaming and freaking out about something, then nobody will listen. So guess what? I'm gonna do just that. Scream so everyone can listen. But before we get started on the drama, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, let's get into it. Alright guys, so before I even say anything when it comes to this video, I want to implicitly say that I absolutely love Xenoblade Chronicles. Those are definitely not my top 5, but like top 10, one of the greatest JRPGs of all time. Period, hands down. They're just great games. And we're not just talking about Xenoblade, we're talking about Xenogears, we're talking about Xenosaga. They're just awesome games. And like honestly, I wish that there was a legal way of playing a lot of the older games. We don't have those in as far as like digital content goes. It's not in any eShop or anything like that. But oh, actually no, you can play Xenogears on the PS Vita and the PS3, I believe. So yes, you can play that one, but not Xenosaga. But I digress. So basically, a few days ago, I got into an argument on Twitter. Yes, I mean, how obvious is that? Where one of the people I follow on Twitter was basically saying that they're really hype about Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I was kind of being a jerk, I guess you could say that. So I said I wouldn't trust the critic reviews or the Metacritic score, because they gave Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a really good review. I mean, they gave it an 83. And yeah, from that, I mean, all hell broke loose, essentially. They started freaking out. They were like, oh my god, like, how could you say that? That was one of the greatest games ever. I absolutely love it. I put 800 hours into these games and all of this stuff. And like, I mean, some of them were even calling me out saying that I'm not a Xenoblade fan. And, we're going to switch over to some B-roll right now so I can show you guys all of the Xenoblade games I have. But yeah, let me continue on with the story. So, there was a bunch of people that ended up getting really, really upset about the fact that I said that. And people were basically just thinking that I was a hater, that I'd never played Xeno 2, and it just blew my mind. Because essentially what I was doing was attacking something that people love. And when you attack a loved one or something you love, you want to fight back. So I pretty much triggered all these people, and they went after me like crazy, which is kind of hilarious, honestly. Because I wasn't just saying that, because I wanted to troll people. Like, I was saying that because I truly felt that way about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It wasn't anything I was making up. I felt that way because it really did feel, compared to Xenoblade Chronicles 1, it did feel like it was inferior. It absolutely did. First of all, the movement and the combat felt extremely slow, a lot slower than Xenoblade Chronicles, and that was one of the things that I really didn't like. Like, it really just felt like it was running at 25 frames. And the battles felt like they took longer, and it was very tedious. And yes, I understand that the combat system is very well developed in the sense that you can really dive deep. But most people that don't really know too much about Xenoblade, they're going to be overwhelmed by that. And that's kind of how I felt. Like, I had to look a lot of stuff up in order to, to make my character stronger. So, or to make it easier when it comes to fighting. But it's not just that too. It's the fact that the waypoint, the thing that's supposed to guide you to where you're going, just did not work. Like, the majority of the time I didn't know where the heck I was going. I would get lost because it doesn't necessarily lead you 100% where you need to go. It just shows you where you're supposed to go. And for a game that was released in 2017, is that does not make sense at all. It just doesn't. I mean, this stuff has been done. I mean, this is like most Zelda games are like this, where they give you a guiding marker, something that's going to help you find the way. And honestly, when it comes to that, I also think that they didn't underestimate, or they underestimated their level design, because it is very complex worlds. They're not just extremely massive, but they're also really complex, and that's why it's so easy to get lost. So I wasn't a fan of that. Another thing that I didn't like was the fact that it went way too hard when it comes to the anime stuff. You guys know I absolutely love anime. I love watching anime, and yeah, when it comes to the power of friendship, there's only so many times you can do that before it gets old, and that's really what it felt like. The first time it happens, when you have what's his name, Van Damme, the guy with the pump, when he dies, and then basically Pyro powers up, Mithra comes out and all that good stuff. It was really cool. But you basically end up playing this game, and it has like 40 more scenes like that where, something bad is happening and the hero prevails, and it's almost like rinse and repeat. There's no uniqueness to it. It's not like, oh, we're gonna change it up, or we're gonna do something different, something that makes sense. It's all kind of just the same. And after a while, it just feels really mundane. And that's honestly how I felt when towards the end game, when Pyra and Mithra get like her real form. When you get that, like, you've had so many scenes like that it's just kind of like, oh, well, who's next? And then right after that, somebody else has a scene like that. So yeah, I don't know. Like I was shocked. I was shocked at how many people are willing to defend a game that has some serious issues. And I'm not saying that the game was horrible. Like, I still beat it, and I was planning on beating it New Game Plus. So I beat the game, guys. I know it might seem like I didn't beat it, but I did. I actually beat the game. So it's not just the fact that I just didn't like, or I was nitpicking. It was like this game had some clear flaws, and some things that they tried to make better, but in my opinion, didn't work better. I mean, I think we can be objective about that. I think anybody that plays Xenoblade 1 and hops from that to Xenoblade 2 can clearly, see the flaws. And I'm not even saying that you have to be on my side and say that it's not that good of a game, but at least you could admit the fact that it has issues. And that wasn't even happening. They literally went out of their way to tell me that it's because I didn't understand the battle system, and it's because of this and because of that. And I'm like, no, like, I put 100 hours into the game. I think I kind of sort of understand it. So like, I'm not going to say that I know it 100%, but I know it enough to be able to comment on it. But yeah, the moral of the story is don't get into arguments with Twitter people, because when it comes to something that they love, they're willing to defend it. And even if it makes you look stupid, don't do it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your stress. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know I haven't been making very many videos these past few weeks, but life has been crazy, and you know how that gets sometimes. But as always, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Xenoblade 2 sucks.